Okay, let's talk topics. Topics are a great way to organize your classroom into different sections within the main class itself. So let's look at two ways that you could set up your topics. You can set them up by categories. So in this one, I've grouped items, end of the year procedures, student how to's, challenges, Jabber, Cisco WebEx, etc. Into these different topics. One thing to note is that within the topics, only the first 10 items are going to show for everybody to see. Once you get more than 10 items, so once you hit 11, what you will end up seeing is a show more option instead of seeing those items listed. So if you have topics that go longer than 10, again, you're going to need to probably teach your students that if they see show more, they need to click on it because there are additional items listed, or break up your topics to have no more than 10 items within them. So it's completely up to you how you do it. I also want to point out down here at the bottom, I did have one just called archive. So things that weren't important anymore to go up into those topics, I added an archive section for those items to go into so that they're not gone. They're just not listed up near the top. Another way that you can organize on grouping it by categories or the order that you want the items to appear. This way I've put in emoji icons. You could also do this with numbers. So you could say 1, getting started, 1.1, introduction. And then the next grouping is notability. So 2, notability. 2.1, intro to notability. 2.2, note options. This will keep you organized and the students organized to know the order that items need to be completed in. And whenever you're looking at your grade book, it'll organize them in alphabetical order as well, or order by due date. So this is another way that you can group those items. Some teachers group based off of unit or 6 weeks. So for 6 weeks, second 6 weeks, if we're doing online learning type options or we're thinking of items within the classroom, you may want to group them by week. So you could say week of and put the Monday on there, or week of and put the Monday through Friday, so that students know that those items go together. And then you could, once you're done with a 6 weeks, move everything into a second 6 weeks topic. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a topic. So you click create and then go to topic, and then there's a box that pops up and you type in the topic name. So I'm going to call this stream information and then click add. Students won't see the topics until you have a published post with that topic name. So I'm going to create another topic. Call this one classwork information. As you add topics, they're going to get listed at the top. We'll do another one called people information. Now what you can do is you can drag these around and drop them. So if I want to put these in the same order that they are in the tabs, I can click and just simply drag those topics around to reorder. You can also click on the 3 dots and you can move them up or move them down individually here, but it's only going to move them up one position. So if you have to move them from the very bottom all the way to the top, drag and drop is going to be your better option for that. The next thing is whenever you click on that list, you can rename. You can delete a topic as well. And then you also have that option to copy a link. So just like we could copy a link to a post, we can copy a link to a topic. So if you need to send this specific topic to a student in your classroom that you need them to make sure that they don't forget, hey, you missed this section, you want to make sure you go back and do it, you can copy that link. So you can add emojis as well. I would say don't get carried away with them. I like to put them at the beginning. You could also put them at the end. You can put the emojis anywhere in the instructions as well, or in the topic names. But I have an extension that I've added. It's this turquoise circle. and it's the Emoji Keyboard by Joy Pixels. I'll put the link in this material, and you'll add it to your Chrome browser, and then all you've got to do is click on that icon, and then you can search for an emoji you may be looking for. So if I wanted to put a person with my people information, let's say I want to use these people, so I would click on them, it copies it to my clipboard, and then I can go rename this topic and then paste. So either Control V or right click paste. And I accidentally have people highlighted. So then now I can rename it, click rename, and then the emoji appears. It's going to look different whether you're on a computer, an iPad, an Android device, because they all have different looking emojis. But the sentiment is the same for all of them. So that is an option as well if you want to try to make it a little bit more visual than just text on the screen. So those are topics and how you can use them to help keep your classwork section better organized. If you don't have topics, everything is just going to show up in classwork without any organization whatsoever. Newest items at the top, and students may get confused, and you may get confused when it's time to start grading work.